the Ninja Boogie. That's what happened.
The Ninja Boogie solved a lot of problems, man.
He certainly did. So we're going to get into our second game in this best of 3 between Rave and Zephyr. Currently, Rave up 1-0. They had a pretty dominating performance in match number 1, and we'll have to see how they do against Zephyr in the following game.
What do you reckon? You think we're going to see another TA? I reckon we're going to see another TA. We're going to see, unless it gets banned out, of course, TA and another hard carry with some supports, essentially.
Well, you know, I don't really think it was the picks on Rave's end that won them the game. I think a lot of it was Zephyr.
Mistakes?
Not necessarily mistakes, but they just did not have the most efficient lanes. It was very greedy with the Doom jungle.
Yeah, well, I mean, they essentially lost every lane.
Yeah,
well, except maybe for top. But I mean, it was defensive tri-lane versus the Nyx.
The thing is, still the Nyx got a lot of experience. And
exactly. And
he even ganked Doom once.
He made it work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I would say overall, Rave did very well in all of their lanes considering the circumstances. And just Zephyr, they got to win their lanes, man. I've noticed when they don't have the most amazing picks and when they don't have the best time in their lanes, that's oftentimes the biggest catalyst to them losing. They do have a lot of comeback games, but with the other teams in Tier 1 getting better and better, that's simply not going to happen as much.
You just can't have that sort of late gaming. The strategy is like lose early game and come back late game. That's not going to work against a really good team, and we've seen MVP prove that again and again against Zephyr. I mean, they're so good that if they get an advantage, they stick to it. They don't let Zephyr get back into the game, and neither does Rave. And I mean, giving that many kills to the Lunar early was a huge mistake, including the first blood.
Very huge mistake.
I think that was one of the main reasons that they lost in the game.
Now, I wonder if Ninja Boogie realized how many kills he would have gotten early on if he would have just like, you know what, I'm just going to get the Midas. If he like knew he would be 3-0 and just completely crush a lane, and it would be funny to see that. Now, if we go ahead and check out the bans so far, Moonglade, the first two from both teams are identical to the last match with both the Tinker and the Nature's Prophet out from the pool, but I guess Wraith King and Batrider, they were also, I believe, removed from last game.
I believe we saw Batrider and Nature's Prophet removed from Rave, and Tinker and something else, I forget exactly what, removed from Zephyr. But Zephyr decided to get rid of Batrider this time, so they don't want to use Bambo and the Batrider.
Actually, Lycan is still in the pool, and
that's exactly what
I am very surprised that Rave did not pick up that hero as their first pick. That is like the signature hero for JO, but I suppose it's kind of like Blitz with Storm Spirit. You know, you don't always want to play that same hero. People just get so used to it.
Yeah, you don't want to be too predictable, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Rave's kind of a somewhat predictable team, I want to say.
100% predictable at this point. From what we've seen in the last 3 games, they've played exactly the same way every time. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see it kind of similar against it this time.
But hey, if it ain't broke...
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and they're winning very convincing games here.
Exactly, my friend. Now, Rave have picked up the Doom. This was a hero that Zephyr had last game. They kind of put him in the jungle, and
he didn't do much work at all, to be honest.
Not amazing. Okay, this time around we have the Shadow Demon and Shrian Protector from Zephyr's end, and these are heroes that are picked up a lot more often from them. They're kind of the go-to supports for Zephyr, I feel, or a lot of the time. Rave, they pick up the Ember Spirit. So a lot of fire coming out from Rave.
The fire team, man. Are we going to see like a... what else can we see here?
I think this is Ninja Boogie on the Ember Spirit, and I can't recall if I've seen Jo play Doom before. Maybe he did like a long time ago on EG or something.
Kind of feels like it just wouldn't really suit him compared to some of the other heroes.
Yeah, that's true.
He's very much like a split pusher kind of guy.
Yeah, I think that it could be Chrissy in the offlane Doom.
Yeah, I can see that.
They could even pull a Zephyr and just stick him in the jungle again. Like putting a cast on him or something.
Yeah, I didn't really like that at all. I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. Maybe we will see Jo on it. Maybe.
Maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll wait and see, guys.
We'll go ahead and just relax for a bit.
You won't overthink this.
Nah. The first 2 picks.
Yeah. Marana banned out from Rave, and Rubik banned out from Zephyr. So.
Ninja Boogie's like, yeah, we should ban that. Yeah, that was smart.
That's smart.
He's looking pretty darn happy. Yeah. Really nice guy in person. We got to meet him and talk to him when he first came here. Very excited to be in Korea.
Yeah.
Very, he didn't come in expecting like too much either. He was just like, I just got here. We don't expect to win against MVP. We'll just, take it easy and
see how
whatever
it
happens, happens.
Yeah, and they crushed. They did so well.
It wasn't a crush. It was very close.
It was very close, but they still won.
Yeah. Zephyr ban out the Lycan. I guess so. Technically, Rave. They haven't picked a hero that we would see Jo pick up. There's not like a Morphling pick up from them or something along those lines. So the Lycan ban does make sense. And Rubik as well. Actually, I believe that, the Rubik did work last game from Rave. I looked at his kill streak. He was like 6-3 and 12.
Oh, yeah. He did great work last game. And we see a Weaver picked up from Zephyr. They're kind of gearing a little bit more towards the late game compared to what we've seen from them in the past.
Maybe it's I don't want to say it's an offensive tri-lane yet, but Weaver is one of those heroes that can really dominate those scenarios.
Kind of not the strongest of offensive tri-lanes, if it would be. I mean, with the Treant and Shadow Demon.
Maybe instead, if it was an Ancient Apparition.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of the Shadow Demon, I'd be like, oh, yeah, definitely.
And they actually could have picked that up if they wanted to.
The option's still there, but we'll have to go ahead and wait and see what their other picks are. And Eye of the Tiger, or not Eye of the Tiger, formerly Eye of the Tiger, Rave. They picked up the Dazzle. Ooh. A little bit of Voodoo, Shadow.
Windrunner? Are we going to see Blitz mid with Windrunner?
Possibly. Yeah, I think so, actually. Yeah. Now, the only other, I think they ran Windrunner twice. And the first time it was Blitz mid, and he did wonderful on that hero. It was against Poker Face. But the second time it was an offensive tri-lane, and Corey handled the hero, and it was kind of a disaster.
Yeah, I remember that game. Yeah, that was a pretty horrible game. And wow, this guy loves the Treant.
Cast is going to be, I guess, either a little disappointed that he doesn't get to play Treant again.
I think he'd be happy because that's not the most fun of heroes, in my opinion.
I think he's a cool hero.
He's cool, but he's like kind of boring in a way.
If you play him as like a very offensive roamer, I think it can be a lot of fun. In fact, that's my favorite way to play support. I don't want to just sit and babysit my carry all day. I want to go around the map and hit things.
So you're like the feeder support kind of guy? All right. I get you.
Maybe. Yeah, as you can clearly see, Rave supports have been very...
They've pretty much done the same picks as best they could every single game.
Yeah. And Zephyr are preventing that this time around, at least somewhat. With the Rubik ban and the Treant being picked up by Zephyr, that will not happen. And yeah, there it is, Moonglade, the TA ban at the end.
Yeah, good call. Don't want to deal with that. And a Clinks ban. Interesting. I don't know about that, but it works.
I think that Rave really expect an offensive tri-lane from Zephyr, and in that case, we have seen Bambo play the Clinks a lot in the offlane before, especially in Season 1.
Right.
And Clinks is very good against the Ember Spirit in addition to that. So, you get your Orchid, you burn him down so fast with the Searing Arrows before he can react. And that's a very smart ban from Rave. I'm liking that a lot.
Crystal Maiden as a second support for Rave. I like this a lot. I'm a big fan of Crystal Maiden. And could do a lot of work against the Weaver. Holding him in place with Frostbite, perhaps. Same with Windrunner.
A Panda. All right, so I guess this is a mid-Panda. Once again, mid-Panda, I think off-lane Weaver, or it could be, and then Corey will be on the Windrunner once again. And in this situation, I am 90% sure it's an offensive tri-lane from Zephyr.
Okay, well, let's wait and see exactly what Rave is going to pick up for their very possible position 1, unless they're going to have Ninja Boogie on the Ember Spirit.
Now, Rave are well aware of this, and the offensive tri-lane will be really good if they play against the Doom, because he's not so good against an offensive tri-lane scenario. In the early levels, he just right-clicks, and he farms. He has a good amount of sustainability, but not much to add into fights beyond that. So, Rave pick up the Storm Spirit, and that will be the mid player. So, Chrissy handling that Doom in the off lane. And this is shaping up to be a pretty interesting draft from Zephyr. And 2 out of 3 of the spirits being picked up by Rave, but both teams having a pretty strong lineup.
Yeah, I mean, this is Zephyr definitely mixing it up this game. We haven't really seen this from them. I'm kind of excited to see their late game this time.
So am I. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move into our second game in this best of 3 for the Tier 1 match between Zephyr and Rave here at the Korean DOTA2 League. My name is Whiplash, he's Moonglade, and if you've been enjoying the cast or just want to support us, you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Whiplash.
And I'm at Moonglade AU. We tweet about all sorts of Dota stuff, maybe some StarCraft stuff.
Occasionally, you do at least.
Yeah.
I'll like tweet about Smash Brothers every once in a blue moon or something. Actually, I really enjoy the Smash scene as well. Oh, Rior.
Looking for that disruption. Gets it.
No time for shenanigans. They get the disruption, and in comes everyone else. Rior may have to actually put a point into a shallow grab to stay alive, but there we go. First blood from Corey.
Really nice first blood.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, got some fans in the crowd.
It looks like I was actually wrong on my lane prediction, so it will be Blitz on the Windrunner mid. I guess this also is another way to run it. I don't see Brewmaster off lane.
This is like
this
is the Arteezy way to run it. We've seen this a lot on his stream. Big fan of that. Really interested to see how it turns out. He'll be up against a Blitz, so I haven't really seen this matchup before.
I mean, but this is just one of the beauties of Dota. You know, other MOBAs, sometimes the lanes are a little bit more stagnant, and you have to stick to a specific formula. But in Dota, that is not the case, my friend. You can do anything, man. You can really let your personality come out in the games, and that's what we're seeing today with Corey on the Weaver. I don't think I've seen him on the Weaver before any time recently, so that's actually why I kind of expected it to be Bambo.
Yeah.
And
another disrupt.
Okay, there's the disruption onto the Ember Spirit, and we'll see the lead sheet fall up as well. Corey just right-clicking him down, and can Rior actually help him out? No.
Does enough damage to really force him back, though, which is really nice. He's going to really start to win this lane.
And this is what you want to do against an Ember Spirit if you're fighting against one that's in the safe lane farming.
You want to shut it down.
Exactly. This is how you do it.
Oh, yeah. J taking a lot of damage, too, from the Windrunner, so doing very well in the mid lane. And we got a Brewmaster versus Doom in the safe lane, bottom lane.
Just 2 tanky offlaners. These guys will trade blows here and there, but they're both going to find their farm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see either of them really dying anytime soon. Windrunner doing really well in mid.
Check out the Crystal Maiden skin. She has a very big mustache.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan.
Not a fan of the stash?
No, we should be seeing an immortal item, I feel. See?
You are quite biased towards those immortal items. Well, at least J.O.'s got one.
Well, thank goodness for someone does. So, thank goodness someone's supporting the international.
Well, Blitz really just taking control over this lane in the earlier stages.
Oh, yeah, complete control.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see Windrunner mid. This is something like you said, Moonglade, Arteezy started popularizing, and Blitz was doing it too. Oh yeah, and just really a little kind of cheeky play. Put down the intelligence items so we can get just a little bit more mana.
Yep. Some nice little tricks there.
Tricks of the trade.
Tricks of regeneration. And yeah, Brewmaster also doing very well bottom. I mean, Doom only on 7 last hits to the 13 of Brewmaster, so taking control of the lane bit by bit. Crystal Maiden might be looking for something here.
Yeah, if Blitz gets too over-aggressive in like range of the tower, he can find himself dead, but check out this Observer ward. Zephyr know exactly what's up in top lane. There's a bit of a heal on Ninja Boogie. He tries to slide a fist to get out of there, uses the Searing Chains, and oh my gosh. Can they buy enough time to actually get a kill? It's only going to end, and they still get the Ember Spirit. Shadow Demon dies, but Rior, oh, he uses the heal at the last second, but Corey, can he Sakuchi? Where's the Sakuchi? Where is it? It's not there. It's not coming.
Wow. Was not expecting that, but
Blitz with the haste rune. Can he get the kill?
He's looking for it.
Oh, this could just be a little bit too greedy. Blitz actually down the.
Yeah, he's got to be really careful. Some cheeky play there.
Yeah, a little bit over aggressive.
Kind of letting Blitz back. Sorry, not Blitz. The
J.O.?
J.O., that's exactly right. Kind of back into the lane here.
Okay.
Catching up in some CS.
Still overall a good trade from Zephyr. I guess Windrunner should have headed up there faster if that was the case.
Oh, that would have definitely a double kill for sure. But
oh, we have more action once again on this Ember Spirit. Ninja Boogie, what can he really do in this situation? He throws out the chains, and Corey, all he needs to do is Sakuchi, and there he goes. But I'm not sure if it'll be enough.
Grave will be up again. So, but really good harassment. I mean, they're definitely doing a lot of work in this lane, stopping any sort of farm from the Ember Spirit.
This lane's going quite poorly for Rave, and Dazzle's the only reason it's not a complete disaster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's really keeping him alive, and doing good. Yeah. And we got all 3 cores doing really well for Zephyr.
So it's kind of a bit of a mix-up from last game, where Rave were the ones in command and a dominating lead when it came to the lane presence, but this time around Zephyr doing a lot better.
Down to like 8 HP, that Windrunner.
Playing with fire. That's kind of Blitz style, though. He always hold on, top lane. Once again, we have another disruption. Sleight of Fist to kind of buy a little bit of time for Ninja Boogie. There's a heal on him as well, and there's just a little bit too much sustainability, I feel, for Rave.
Yeah. They can hang on there, but they are taking lots of damage every time this disruption goes down.
And here's the thing, even if they're not killing Ninja Boogie, we'll get his last hits, Moonglade.
7 last hits. Yeah, he is doing horrible. They really are not going to be able to rely on him if this farming keeps going the way it is.
And J.O.'s picked up level 6, but it looks like he was thinking about maybe going top. Decides not to. Bambo and Chrissy have both picked up their level 6s as well. Bambo really bullying Chrissy out of this lane. 35 to 17 last hits.
Yeah, he's really in control. Getting a lot of pretty much free farm down bottom.
Yeah, I guess Chrissy doesn't have the best creep for the lane. If I guess like picking up the Satyr with the health regeneration would be really nice. Even an Alpha Wolf could be good. Mid lane, they're going to jump in on Blitz. Can they actually get him? Where's the Electric Vortex? There it is. And in comes Ja, trying to help Blitz a little bit. It could be even a turnaround, but J.O., he can just ball lightning out of here, and holy crap. Really? Okay, there's a disruption. And
a lot of damage.
Down the half health. Blitz being kept up to a pretty good position thanks to the living armor. Nice rotations from Zephyr that time around, though.
Yeah,
keeping Blitz alive.
Very good TPs in. And regen rune on J.O. Gonna get that mana back.
Oh, that's like that rune for Storm Spirit. It's just like...
It's like saves his life.
It's a match made in heaven. And J.O., he's going to jump in. Who's he going to get? There's a Doom on Sexy Bambo. In comes J.O. Leaps forward once again. Cast as well, helping out. Living armor. Look at how tanky Bambo is, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. And they get the kill on the big panda.
Wow. Doom, I mean, if he could have got his ultimate off, he would have just been completely safe. But yeah, Doom really shutting him down.
Regeneration rune doing work. J.O. did not take a single point of damage in that engagement.
Yeah, that is insane. Such a strong rune for that hero.
Looks like QO and Blitz aren't the only one to play Storm Spirit in the KDL.
Apparently not. J.O. not too bad at all.
Alright, well, Blitz coming back to the mid lane. He's picked up his phase boots. Probably will be building a Force Staff next. And then the damage items come next, or the little bit of utility.
Yep. I wouldn't mind seeing some damage items. Really keen to see this late game Windrunner for sure.
The thing about Windrunner is if you want to build her for damage, you actually need a lot of items. And up mid lane, can we see Joe jumping on again? No, he backs off.
Bit of aggression there, but yeah, I didn't see that happening.
Well, top lane. We're seeing Ninja Boogie has picked up 15 last hits, so still not a lot of farm for him.
I mean, it's more than twice what he had previously.
I suppose so. This Weaver's up to 41 last hits, so he is doing just famously at the bottom.
It's so good to see Zephyr doing so well early game, because a lot of their games go quite the opposite. They usually struggle early game and go into a very hard late game where they can turn around.
Well, We have the invisibility rune picked up by Jo, and I don't believe there were any Zephyr wards to kind of spot this happening. Oh, Chrissy rotating in as well. This is one dead Windrunner. Okay, he's going to try to get out there in time, but no, there goes down the Doom as well as the Electric Vortex. And holy crap, the TPs come in, and it's actually a bit of a turnaround. I don't think they can get any kills, however, but they do keep the Windrunner alive. Blitz's health is A-okay.
Yeah, really fast rotations mid. Great TPs in. Rave is still doing a lot of harassment up top, still getting a lot of farm, trying to stop this Ember Spirit from getting anything done. Nice harassment.
Ja coming back to the top lane, just reminding Ninja Boogie to not get too aggressive.
Yeah.
Bambo's going to have a very fast Blink Dagger if he doesn't already. He's got to have it by this point, I think. He has 55 last hits. It's not 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, he should definitely have it by now. Whenever we get a chance to look at his inventory, we'll know for sure.
Zephyr the top three they're topping the
top in the net worth.
Net worth. That's the word I was looking for, Mingblade. Thank you very much.
I got your back.
And Jo hasn't found the most farm in mid lane, only 36 last hits. He does have 1 assist at least, but still not the most amazing scenario. But he's not too far behind. Actually, Doom is topping the charts. They may actually kind of make it Doom be the one to kind of carry out Rave this game. And the only reason why he's so far ahead is, you know, he's got Devour.
Yep, exactly right. But I mean, they've relied so hard on JU and Ninja Boogie for the past 3 games. I didn't really know if he's going to be up for the challenge.
Well, Chrissy moving forward. Can he go for the Doom potentially? I believe it's off cooldown or very close. Where's the smoke? Yeah, double smoke from Rave. They're heading to the top lane. We'll see if they can get anything accomplished. Okay, comes Jo to the top, and okay, well, they're going to spot Aosin, and that should be a very easy kill. But I don't know if they can get Corey.
This regeneration rune is insane.
It basically, a regeneration rune is like Christmas for the Storm
It's
Spirit.
like unlimited mana, so long as you don't yeah, essentially that. As long as you don't take any sort of damage.
Yeah. Eventually it does run out, but more than ample amount of time to make good use of it.
And there's the Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster, so Bamboo finally got it online.
Alright, a little bit later than I expected, but okay, he got a Magic Wand and Phase Boots first, so he wasn't necessarily getting it as fast as possible.
Rotating top, definitely looking for something here. But, I mean, at the same time, Ember Spirit rotated bottom.
And this is the time where Ember's or Earth's Brewmaster will really start to shine. And well, the Sentry Ward doesn't reveal them in smoke. Dazzle. Oh, hold on a second. Looks like Windrunner just got absolutely destroyed thanks to those 3 guys in Rior. Forced the TP away, but oh, look at that disruption. And they get the kill on him.
Well, they got to be careful here. That means 3 heroes coming up.
And the illusion spot Rave, and I think this would be an unwise position for Zephyr to try and engage.
Oh, yeah.
They're in no man's land, enemy territory, not the position to be in.
Mech just about to be online for the Doom.
Oh, Chrissy getting man-moded by Bambo.
Bambo wants to give him a few slaps before leaving.
Just reminding him his boss, regardless of where they are lane-wise.
Oh, yeah. And Weaver's going to get a tower top. Very nice.
Corey's been quiet, but just
quietly farming.
Yeah.
He's the most dangerous kind of Weaver, man.
He is. Weaver is certainly able to carry in the later stages. He gets the last hit on the tower as well. Meanwhile, Cass, he'll get caught out of position, and it looks like, yeah, that is the death of CM. In comes Jo, though, and this may actually end up being a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Rave. Can Blitz get out of here? Win one is, oh, no, I don't think he's escaping out of this one. Oh. Very nice attempt. They may actually get Ninja Boogie, though. He's trying the TP away. Not fast enough. Nice reflexes from Corey. He's able to TP and finish the job that Blitz started.
Oh.
Jo actually.
Going on Jay, but he's got more than enough mana to get out of here.
Oh, hold on a second. Brewmaster. He goes in there. Jo TP's away. That actually looked like a TP from someone else on Rave coming in to help out.
Yeah, that looked a bit strange.
Well, the thing is, when you're using your Ball Lightning ability, you can actually use items and pick up items, I believe, as well. I'm not 100% on the pickup items. I know you can with Ember Spirit when you're like moving in the spirits, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if you want to do, you know, MLG 420 no scope next level plays, that's what you do.
Oh.
Brior hit with the Thunderclap, and Brewmaster's nearby, heals himself up. And there's also the Shallow Grave, and all of a sudden Bambo is doomed up. He has to get out of there. Will not survive. Now everybody else in Rave's coming in. Aosin helping out as well, but this could be a big turnaround. That's a double kill now for Rave. Not looking good. Shaw is probably the next target, and yeah, with the Searing Chains, he will not survive the engagement.
Way too much of an overcommittal there, and completely out of position with most of the players.
Yeah, that was
Oh, that's a pretty go.
Is that the girl with the blue hair?
Yeah, that's a pretty go, man.
Looks like she had pink hair that time around. You got a crush on her, Moonglade?
Yeah, man. I like her. She seems pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, man, go invite her out for some makgeolli after the match. For those of you who don't know, makgeolli's kind of like a rice alcoholic drink in Korea. Very popular on days where it's rainy outside, and it's a rainy day, monsoon season in Korea.
It's popular. Why is it popular? Wait a second. Oh,
Blitz.
JR looking for something here. Scares away Blitz. But I mean, why is it popular on rainy days?
Well, it's popular. It's just a thing the Koreans do. They like to eat kimchi pancakes. It's not a traditional pancake, but it kind of looks like one.
Ah.
And it's made with kimchi, which is fermented cabbage. And then they drink their makgeolli.
Interesting. Okay.
It's just a cultural thing. Korea's full of really interesting cultural tidbits.
Like, I guess we're doing that.
Yeah, after the cast.
She's going to join us.
Indeed. All right, well, let's see. How's Chrissy doing over here? He's been able to actually eclipse both the Panda and the Windrunner now in net worth. Same with the Storm Spirit. So even though Weaver's on top, Rave are still looking quite healthy. That last engagement was
that
really
last
nice
engage, I feel like really turned it around. Wow, yeah, Rave definitely taking the lead in gold here. I mean,
Zephyr,
just a bad engagement from Zephyr, really diving deep into unknown territory where everyone was waiting. But I mean, Zephyr pushing this tower, definitely going to get it down. Might help a lot with the net worth.
Yeah, that'll help him out a little bit.
Give him a little bit of a nudge.
I believe Rave are just looking to trade tower for tower. Look at bottom, Zephyr get mid, Bambo has Nature's Guys to keep him invisible near the trees. Yeah, that will wear off.
Ninja Boogie slowly catching up in farm. Up to 48 last hits now. You know, he's on his way.
And in that last engagement, he probably picked up a kill or two, at the very least some support or some assists.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's 1, 2, and 5, so that's actually a lot of assists. And Ember Spirit's a hero that you get a few kills and you'll very, very quickly catch up.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But I'm still ages away from his Battle Fury, that's for sure. Getting his drums.
Drums, I feel, are very necessary in the hero. And bottom lane, Treant Protector keeping this tower from deny range at this point, yeah.
Slowly keeping it alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. Indeed.
Sorry, I regret saying that, Moonglade. You're just laughing at me now.
But yeah, he could very well get this to full HP if left alone. Zephyr, Blitz looking for something, sees JO, but can he do anything about it?
Yeah, that's the question.
That is the question.
Well, Weaver is almost at his Lincoln Sphere. And bottom tower continuing to be slowly regenerated thanks to the living armor. And Jo, he wants the tower, but I don't think he can get it.
No, not alone, that's for sure.
Very nice dodge by Ninja Boogie, by the way.
Yeah. Really well played.
One comes Doom and cast.
Well, we could definitely see a dead Blitz here. He is not careful.
Yeah, we need more members from Zephyr coming in, and basically the problem is Rave, they can just jump in very fast, but oh, look at that. Power shot from Blitz. I think he has an idea what's going on. And Rave's other members, they back off a little bit. Yeah, Doom even just completely gets out of there. He has a Blink Dagger, by the way, as well. Great item on Doom. I feel like it's basically core on him nowadays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely great to get that that important Doom off before the fight even starts. Really important move.
Yeah. Lincoln Sphere now completed for Corey. Ember Spirit still a ways away from his Battle Fury. You pretty much have to be you have to completely win your lane, and you have to get like 3 or 4 kills if you want Battle Fury by this point. And that is not what happened. You got shut down pretty darn hard.
You got shut down so hard early on. It was really nice play from Zephyr. But I mean, he's slowly coming back into this. Catching up in last hits. And oh, we got Awkward online for Jo.
All right, smart warding from Eosin. Now, I think that Rave know that he kind of came over there and warded, but they don't want the ancient stacks to get too high for this Ember Spirit. Ninja Boogie actually down pretty low on health. Tier 1 at the bottom falls. Looks like Windrunner picked up her ultimate and decided to use it. And I believe it's an Orchid as the next item pickup for this Windrunner.
Okay.
It's actually a really nice item on her because she goes for damage, and she's an intelligence hero, so she really makes use of the Mantle of Intelligence.
Yeah, that's
Oh, Jo jumping forward, but defensive disruption from Eosin. Still, though, I'm not sure if he's getting out of this one. Electric Vortex, living armor, though, and Jo decides to back away, saying that is just not worth it.
Yeah, not with TP's in. Very smart to get out of there. Forced out the demonic purge though, so yeah. And some TPs, which is a nice little move there.
The middle tower for Zephyr is very low on health, but can they use the living armor to keep it up? Is that what they want to do? That's the question.
They got 2 towers like that now, bottom and mid. But still keeping them all alive so far. Doing very well. Up 3 towers.
Yeah. Not too high of a kill count this game. It's 5-9 with Rave in the lead at the 20-minute mark.
Kind of a peaceful game here. A lot of farming, a lot of maneuvering, not much killing.
Now the thing is, like, both teams, if they get the jump, they can quickly burst down someone. I think Rave even more than Zephyr, but the burst is real for both teams.
Oh yeah.
I do like the Dazzle. I think Dazzle has been a very smart pickup for Rave. It's made the game not as hard as I think it would be otherwise. There is multiple kills that could have happened if Dazzle wasn't around.
Oh, completely, especially on the Ember Spirit for sure. Yeah.
Okay, well, they're going to go in on cast, and, well, it's just the Brewmaster. Tramp Protector will come behind as well, and there's a stun on cast. I think they have enough damage to finish him off. Meanwhile, it looks like Jo got a kill on the Blitz, and Chrissy trying the TP away. Do they have a stun for him? No. And it looks like they take out Tramp Protector, so still at the end of the day, that's a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
On different areas of the map, but still.
Yeah, not too bad at all. And from this, we're going to see the mid tower go down from Ninja Boogie.
No Tramp Protector to save the mid tower this time around.
And it's another step towards the Battle Fury that he so long desires. Actually, could almost afford it now.
Rave really starting to show somewhat of a significant advantage in this game. Oh, see Corey is A-okay. They jump on him, but he just scuttles away. Working on his Desolator now. That'll pretty much give him a ridiculous amount of DPS. Really synergizes quite well with the Sakuchi. Or the Germinate attack, excuse me.
Right. Yes. Perseverance.
Battle Fury should be online in a couple of minutes, maybe around 24, 25 minutes latest. Probably a little bit quicker if he's good about his farming. Meanwhile, Rave. Oh man, look at that bottom tower. It was in deny range, but it looks like Rave will get it eventually. In come Zephyr though. And can they spot? Oh, cast. Very smart.
Did they get the disrupt?
No, they don't. He just threw out a shadow or
shadow
poison. Yeah.
Very close. Aghanim's online for Bambo.
It is, but Zephyr have not been able to find a lot of engagements really. And even then,
I mean, it has been very quiet, and I feel like we're slowly getting past the part where like Brewmaster really shines. He has his ultimate online, but he just hasn't been able to use it. He has his Blink Dagger online, has not really been able to use it at all in these team fights.
Rave are being quite elusive. They know if they just farm up their cores, they have the better late game. I mean, Storm, Doom, Ember Spirit, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. There's Battle Fury. Ember Spirit finally finding some farm.
Very nice. At the 23-minute mark, so completing it quite fast.
Yeah, really doing well in catch-up mode.
Still, this Brewmaster not to be underestimated in these team fights. I want to see a big 5v5 team fight with both teams, like within the next 5 minutes. just because the game's been so passive, and I want to see the full firepower of Zephyr. Can they actually stand up against Rave?
I definitely think it's getting harder for them to do so. The longer this goes.
Weaver will have his Desolator online soon. That could give Zephyr the edge in the Roshan pit that they need. But let's not forget Rave do have the weave ability from Dazzle.
Yep. Very true. But it looks like we're finally seeing some action. Zephyr pushing the mid tier 2. And from this, I'm sure we're going to see Rave react. I don't know if they want to really let this go. Tower's taking so much damage from that.
It is. I think Rave, or they just... Okay, they use the fortification. And they're getting everyone in position, but Storm Spirit's on the other side of the map, and they just give up the tower. That was a waste of fortification.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ember Spirit and Storm Spirit. Wrong side of the map.
Okay.
But they're taking towers, so I guess it's worth it.
This is the time for Rave. If they want to fight, no, they TP to the top lane. Ninja Boogie. He will boogie away. And meanwhile, at the same time, Jo is going to try the chase after Ja. But does he have detection? I don't think so. And there's the TP. And unable to get him. Meanwhile, top lane. Looks like Bambo trying the man mode. His panda cousin, but it's just not happening. Actually, you know, the 3 spirits in Dota 2 were originally pandas in Dota 1. They're spirits now, but I wonder if they're still pandas.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. And yeah, I very well remember the spirits from the panda in Warcraft 3.
Man, you were a former Warcraft 3 pro yourself,
Moonblade. Yeah, I know all about them. These guys, but yeah, they certainly don't look like pandas anymore.
They don't.
I mean, I think the Brewmaster kind of took over that role with his ulti.
And he's not even a white panda. He's one of those red pandas instead.
And one of those guys.
Well, I think those are actually insanely cute, and I want one as a pet so bad. If I'm like one of those rich bad guys in an evil movie, I'm going to get one of those red pandas as a pet.
Why do you have to be a bad guy to have a panda?
I don't know. It's just a rare animal you can't easily get.
I guess you're right.
So you have to be evil in order to get one.
Yeah.
You have to be above the law.
Yeah, you probably need to be above the law to be able to actually acquire one for sure.
All right, this could be a very pivotal part of the game. Rave, they have a lot of armor from the weave, but as soon as that wears off, Zephyr may decide to go in. Everyone on Rave actually just completely dispersing, saying, you know what?
You know what? It's farm time. Time to farm out the Radiant jungle while Zephyr kind of postures up around Roshan, like looking for something.
Rave actually don't want to fight.
Doesn't seem that way, does it? They're kind of going into like split push mode, especially Jo. Like his kind of standard like autopilot mode is like, okay, I'm just gonna push a lane while you guys do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. We're gonna play it just like a pub game. Don't worry.
All right.
They're kind of. Oh, but at the same time, we've got Roshan, looks like, going in on again while this top lane is being pushed out.
Everyone's just fighting all over the place. And...
oh, they're rotating down to Roshan. They might have actually realized what's going on.
Do they have enough DPS? They back up once again. Out comes Windrunner with the power shot.
Very smart by Zephyr. But I mean, at the same time,
Jo can't get this tower. In comes Brewmaster. There's another Thunderclap, but the thing is, you're just not going to kill these guys without silence.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the Orchid. They needed that item. Eosin, though, getting completely blown up. There's the Living Armor that kind of helped him out a little bit. Demonic Purge on the Chrissy. There's your Shackle Shot and Overgrowth as well. Throwing in a lot of damage, but Crystal Maiden able to use her Freezing Field. Definitely a zoning ability. Corey forced to use his time lapse, but it's enough. He gets the DPS and takes down the Ember Spirit, and he'll get Rior as well. That's a double kill. It's 2 for 2 actually. And very nice. Interrupt the TP.
Wow.
And that's a death. 3 for 2. Zephyr getting the better end of the trade end. Everybody is just barely surviving that fight on Rave's end. And it looks like they're going to get Roshan.
Oh, it's easy Roshan from that.
Oh, Jo. Okay. Okay, in comes Chrissy, puts the Doom on the Corey, and I think, oh my god, they get Weaver. Insane plays from Rave, but they get Chrissy, and Jo is stuck in place, goes to the high ground, zips up there. Can Bamboo actually finish him off? Where's your blink? 4 step from Blitz, and one more in the power shot. Blitz gets Jo. Oh my god. Very, very impressive play from both teams, with Zephyr just nearly edging out a victory.
That ended up being like a 2 for 5
my god, I don't even know.
They just got too aggressive there, Rave. Really trying to delay, really trying to stop that Roshan from going down, but and man, this Dazzle also looking for trouble.
What a back and forth game. Ninja Boogie. Oh, he misses the chains. They'll still get Aosin. There's the silence and Jaw. Oh man, he is in no man's land.
Yeah. Oh wow, he is.
See, and thank God these trees did not get broken by the power shot.
Yeah. So a little bit of redemption there from Ninja Boogie. Jaw still hiding.
ATP's away. And the cool thing about that ability is if you use items, you're not revealed. Or spells, I believe, as well.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, Aghanim's on Doom now.
Yeah.
Very
nice. Full utility mode. Maybe we'll see either a Shiva's or even a, I guess, a Refresher orb next. You may need, though, the mana from the Shiva's Guard in order to actually effectively throw out 2 Dooms in a row.
Yeah. I'd like to see a Shiva's next. I think that'd be really important.
Interesting. So Zephyr are ahead as far as the Goldcraft is concerned, and based on the amount of towers around the map, it kind of makes sense. While Rave actually have a little bit more experience in their court still, but it isn't getting close to that medium level. And there's a Maelstrom picked up by the Windrunner. I'm wondering if she'll pick up the Aghanim's Scepter next. I think that's the next item that we'll see from Blitz.
Yeah, definitely a very strong item on Windrunner. Like clustering up again from Rave, kind of defending middle at the very least.
I believe.
Being a little careful, and Jo kind of doing his own split pushing thing. We're gonna run into Weaver. Gonna fight Weaver, but Weaver gets away. Can't really see it on the screen there.
They're gonna start
some scrapping.
Yeah, getting Ninja Boogie a little bit more fun. I'm curious to see what kind of items he's going to progress, if he wants to go more straight up damage, or if he goes for something like a BKB, maybe a Lincoln Sphere. Defensive item from Jo after he got the Orchid. Spirits waving hi to each other.
And Zephyr rotating bottom, going up, looking for this tier 2 tower bottom. And Rave kind of in position to kind of react to it if they want to, but currently out of position. Looks like they're rotating into their jungle, so they're going to maybe just let this one go. This is going to really help out Zephyr. Going to give them even more gold.
Down the tower goes.
Down the tower goes. And here it looks like they're going to continue up and start pushing the tier 3.
I love that picture of Pyong. I love him, man. Every time I have a big gold grin on my face.
So random.
Oh, wow. That was a weird ward placement from Zephyr.
Down it goes.
Yeah. I guess it gives him a little bit more vision, but you don't see things like that too often. And look at Weaver just slowly burning down that tower. Corey, though, he time lapses, and it may be smart for Zephyr to get out of here before things get too dangerous.
Yeah, Ember Spirit chipping down, doing a lot of damage. But
oh, wow.
Wow, Bambo
very aggressive.
Wants to go.
Yeah, he throws the stun out, and if they can take... Oh, my God, they actually take down Cast, and Rior could be next. Meanwhile, Aosin getting focus fire down by Ninja Boogie. Defensive disruption, and on the other side of the engagement, Ja will get blown up by Chrissy, as well as the Storm Spirit. Jo just zipping around. Bambo going to town on these people. There's the Doom on the Weaver, but he's still throwing out a lot of damage. He does not have his time lapse. Down he goes, and looks like the Aegis has been popped. Zephyr losing 4 of their members. And this engagement has turned into an absolute disaster on Zephyr's end.
Wow.
They lose Bambo. Rave successfully defend, and they don't even... Zephyr don't even get the tower.
No, they do not get anything. That was way too deep. That was such a dive. That was such a dive.
I don't know why they thought they could take that engagement.
Bamboo, balls of steel, jumping right in there.
They may be steel, but at the end of the day, they did crack and break.
Hey, man, even steel gets old. Or something.
Something along those lines.
I don't know, man. I mean, when you get like a Ember Spirit, like
okay, well,
chopping you up.
That,
wow. 5
well,
HP.
okay.
They should probably deny that. I feel. I don't know.
Some teams I've noticed they'll deny it and others won't.
I guess it's kind of like it's like a little buffer before the racks, which kind of is cool.
If you have fortification, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean,
honestly, I'm not an expert on when you want to deny that tower or not. If somebody is an expert on that and wants to go ahead and let me know what's up, the the conventions of tower denying at the tier 3. Go ahead, shoot a tweet at me.
We're still learning about that at the KDL.
Just shoot a tweet at me at Whiplash. Let me know what's going on with the tier 3 towers.
Yeah.
And if you should deny them or not. But I'm mad enough to admit that I don't know.
We want everyone's opinion on this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a hot topic.
Actually, like, it's probably not, and some idiot's going to be like, hey, you guys, come on.
Well,
it's obvious.
I personally probably want to deny it. I would in a pub game because it's fun to just kill towers. So I'd just do it anyway without even thinking. But in this game, I mean, it does make sense that it's still up, but at the same time, if they get a last hit on it, it's a lot of free money for Zephyr.
5K on the line.
Yeah.
Well, Weaver looks to be building into a Black King bar. I know that Ember Spirit's already picked up his. And yeah, Ultimate Orb means, or Point Booster means that we will see Aghanim's Scepter eventually picked up by the Windrunner, and we got a 4-man smoke from Rave.
Looking for something, Bamboo.
Actually, that may be 5-man smoke.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, it's 5-man, but J.O. doing his own thing again.
As usual.
As usual, J.O.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Who's going to get caught out of position? Sakuching away. This Weaver's not level 16 yet, and he's going to find a Ninja Boogie, but okay, he activates his BKB. Looks like he got it just in time. In comes the Brewmaster as well. And we'll see Blitz. Defensive disruption. They're really DPSing down J.O. And, oh, yes, actually, Blitz, he's able to kill him off probably with the power shot. I can see if they can turn this around on the Ninja Boogie. He is just being DPS. Oh, man, this is turning into a disaster for Rave. Buyback from the Ember Spirit. Can that make the difference? That's the question. Chrissy will fall next. And Ninja Boogie back in the fray, but he doesn't have any spirits to really help him out in this fight. He can just be offensive, but there is no escape from it in this fight. And in comes Ja as well as Blitz.
Wow.
And they get him. That's a dieback for dead Rave.
Bad choice there, buddy.
And
going right back into the fight when, I don't know, 4 deaths and a dieback.
What a turnaround.
What a turnaround. Really
Dude,
well played.
The BKB from Corey couldn't have came at a better time.
Oh, it did so much work, and I feel like the J.O. really got out of position when he lightning bolted in. Like, he lightning bolted into the center of 5 of them. And from there, like, a DPS down instantly. So
the thing about Storm and Ember is they're still very squishy carries.
Yeah, I mean, you still got to be careful where you position yourself in fights. You can't just jump in like that.
Chrissy comes in again, and he's already down the half-elf, silenced up, and there's the Shallow Grave to keep him alive. Power shot tries to make things happen, but oh, Blitz, he wants to complete the job, but no, the blink. They get the Crystal Maiden, shatter her to pieces, and in comes J.O. as well. Can there be a bit of a turnaround? They do get Blitz, but, well, another, once again.
Really nice work by Dazzle.
Dazzle is keeping Rave in this game, but it's not going to keep their melee barracks alive. They get that. They get away. Oh, Chrissy
looking for something. Chrissy being very brave
actually,
here.
This could be a big of a turnaround, as now the Embers, or all the 3 spirits, they're trying to go to work on the Chrissy. Meanwhile, Doom on the Eosin, and J.O. zips away. Multiple kills on both sides. They do get Doom. Ember Spirit's back finally, and I think they're going to get this melee racks, and then maybe time to get out of there.
Maybe time to get out of there. I think they might want to try top. They really want to go for it. They're not afraid of this Ember Spirit whatsoever.
3v3 scenario. Who they're going to... Oh, they're going to try to get J.O. He's sheeped up, and they actually kill off the Storm Spirit. And oh my god, Ember Spirit so close. Buyback from J.O. And can he get Bambo? Yes, he will. Meanwhile, Corey, he has the Sakuchi out of there. J.O. in pursuit, but does not have any detection. Holy crap.
Wow, a lot of trades there.
A lot of trades, a lot of buybacks. Look at that freaking grab.
Completely swung the other way now.
Oh, my.
Wow, beautiful play by Zephyr.
Hills and valleys.
Yep. That Weaver doing so much damage in that fight. Lincoln Sphere doing a lot of work too. Ooh, could really pick up that regeneration rune, but oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
Oh well. I think they probably should have rotated one bottom and just last hit that tower. I think that would have like been like the smartest thing ever. But they probably figured it was denied, I guess. I don't know.
This game is really heated up, Moonglade. We were kind of in the passive farming mode, followed by, or I guess it followed a pretty active early game, I want to say. Not incredibly active, but there were a good amount of kills, and then the teams backed off. They stretched their farming muscles, and now it's turned into a very epic bloodbath where the last 2 team fights have kind of gone into Zephyr's favor.
Oh yeah, in a very big way for sure.
Oh man, Blitz is going to become an absolute DPS machine as Aghanim's Scepter is completed.
Oh, he's going to be a pushing machine, that's for sure.
That too. If anyone's out of position, he can take down a tower incredibly fast. And I'm not sure why both of those wards are there from Rave. I think that's a bit of a mistake.
Bit of a mistake? Bit of a nervous double up there.
Possibly.
Shaking a little bit. Tapped it twice by accident.
Double tap?
Double tap. Don't want to do that for wards.
Nah, you only want to do that in zombie games.
Yeah. Both teams kind of posturing up. Looks like Jay rotating top, going to push out that lane a bit. And looks like Zephyr might want to go up mid again.
Yeah, they are pushing it out.
Scythe of Ice on the Brewmaster.
I actually think that Scythe was such a smart pickup by Bambo.
Oh, yeah.
Normally you'll see like a Black King Bar picked up next by the Brewmaster, but if there's one thing that Zephyr kind of lack, it's straight up lockdown. And that's what it kind of provides for them.
That's so important. I mean, against an Ember Spirit?
Against an Ember Spirit, against a Storm Spirit, you need lockdown, and that's the only way you're going to find it.
Back to the kind of stretching their farm muscles, as you put it so funnily.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still doing it. Jay looking for kind of some split pushing while the rest of the team holds mid.
Roshan's back up.
We could definitely see Roshan.
He's back. He's angry. Still stuck in his pit, though.
Forever stuck.
Did you know that Roshan actually he's cursed? He tried to, I think he stole the Aegis from one of the secret shop owners, and he was turned into a big monster, and he can't ever leave his cave.
So that's interesting. Oh, we see Zephyr pushing up bottom.
Holy crap, they're just going to lose this.
They're doing a lot of damage here.
Fortification available, and it'll be used now. Zephyr, if they're smart, they'll hightail it out, but no.
They're not smart at all.
It's a trap. And they get the tier 3 barracks. Okay, in zips Jo, but the Panda's already doing a lot of work. Cast low on health. Down goes the Crystal Maiden. Jo is next. Holy crap. We're just seeing Rave getting evacuated, but the Treant does fall Chrissy. And Ninja Boogie doing a lot of damage. Holy crap. They've been able to take down the win winner, but, well,
Weaver's still alive and still doing a lot of damage here.
Yeah, Doom on him. They do get the Ember Spirit, and he does not have buyback. There's your Shallow Grave. Keep the Doom alive. Bambo continuing the right click on him.
Oh, Doom kills the Weaver.
Oh, wow.
And doesn't look like Bambo's going to kill the Doom, so a really good trade for Rave.
Yeah,
Rave.
Rave able to kite around a lot. It just really, I think they need to kill off Reor in these team fights, and they may actually get Bambo. There's a sheep on Chrissy, but here's the problem. There's a lot of DPS here. Bambo not nearly taking enough. Can he get out of there? No, he can't. Level Def to finish the job.
But I mean, at the same time, Rave did lose a Rax. They lost one of the Raxes, bottom.
Would you trade a Rax for 5 heroes being killed?
Depends on the position. I mean, they're not really in a position to kind of counterattack, so I think it's... I still think it's a very good move by Zephyr. I mean, they did trade pretty evenly. Ember Spirit, Storm Spirit, the carries went down. Doom got some kills.
It's somewhat of an even trade. If they got the ranged Rax as well, I guess I'd be more okay with it, but
I mean, like, it's just like making it that much harder for them to ever push out. Like, it's always going to be kind of in Zephyr's favor on the map.
Here's the problem. Rave have the dire advantage, and if they want, they may be able to pick up the Roshan kill, and that could be the difference between them winning and losing a team fight.
Yep, that's very true. See Doom trying to go ham on it. I don't know if it's going to take a while.
Yeah, Rave don't have the best Roshan clearing ability without the weave from Dazzle.
Yeah, see some pings on Roshan.
The problem is it's a 4v5 without Bambo. There is no way that Zephyr should try and fight this. It would just be very bad.
Maybe we'll see a couple shots in.
At the very least, they can try and scare Rave away.
4 seconds left until Bambo can come back in.
Yeah, even then, though, he still has the TP and get over there, and by the time that happens, Roshan will be dead.
Yeah.
That's not smart. Both spirits can just go to the high ground, and Corey, oh man, very close. There's a 3-man ultimate from Ja, and holy crap, they're able to almost DPS cost down, but once again, the Shallow Grave is just keeping them alive. Aosin's already down. Woods very low on health. Jump forward from Jo. And, oh, very nice. Can they get him? Will it be a trade? Oh, no. Jo's still alive. The Aegis is popped, but once again, Zephyr, they are not winning this team fight. The Doom happened on Bambo during that entire engagement. And, man,
only the Crystal Maiden went down, so they could very well do a counter-attack here, counter-push, but they still got to push the creep down mid.
Bambo is silenced. Here comes both Stirps. Here it's Bambo. Does he have his ultimate? No, he tries to use it, but it's not enough. And Zephyr, hills and valleys.
Back and forth, these team fights.
I'm tempted to say 3-2-2.
3-2-2?
They're throwing, man. It's back and forth.
It's back and forth, man. But, I mean, because these Raxes are gone, Rave can't really make too much use of it besides winning these team fights. I mean, they still got to push down these lanes.
Even the top lane's pushed out a lot, and there's no mega creeps there.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Right back into Rave territory.
Still, though, Zephyr were not truly fighting a proper 5-man fight in that scenario. They didn't have Bambo for most of that.
Yeah, they were definitely not set up for it, I mean, and especially against an Aegis. Just never going to trade that effectively. Yeah, Refresher Orb, almost on the way. Perseverance, too. There's a Refresher Orb. Wow.
Scary.
Double Aghanim's Doom, man.
In team fights that, if he can actually get 2 of them off on the right people, oh my god.
He gets one off on, like, the Windrunner and Weaver or something. Oh,
yeah.
like Brewmaster before he can cast
Brewmaster and Weaver. I think those are your primary targets you want to doom.
And then they're bodied. They might be able to
Send
do
them home
nothing.
in body bags.
Yep. That's all they're good for. We haven't had a look at the Ember Spirit's items recently. I'd really like to see what he's got on him now. Has been a while.
Yeah.
Haven't kept up too much.
Maybe a Daedalus is in the works.
Yeah, could very well see that. Jo getting in position. Looks like they're really posturing up to deal with this top push.
Indeed. All right, Bambo invisible for the time being. Jo on the high ground, though. Very good positioning from the Storm Spirit.
This is going to be such a hot pick.
Oh, it is. All right, there we're going to see the boulder throw out, and it hits Chrissy. Decent weave, not the best, but not the worst. And these spirits are kind of getting evacuated. Jo, he is the target. Aosin, though, may end up falling first, but he's able to just narrowly escape out of there. But oh no, the last spirit, and it falls. Down goes that Brewmaster.
Bambo down, Shadow Demon down.
And Zephyr, they're in full retreat, but check out this Weaver. We're having a little bit of a potential backdoor, but in comes Ninja Boogie. He says, no way, Jose, and he locks him into place. Do we have a Doom for Corey? Sakuching away. Where's the detection? Oh, wow. Time-lapse back, Manta style as well. But they're going to... Oh, can they find him? Oh, no! He gets locked in position, and this will be the death of Corey.
Is it?
Or will
it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, finally the Doom goes down.
God.
Wow.
I can't believe it. Rave are coming back, and they are starting to win this game despite being down. Basically 2 set of racks.
Yeah.
They are winning these team fights.
And they finally picked up a detection. Gem of True Sight. That's
Gem,
it.
the gem.
Mine went blank for a second there, but yeah, finally picked
I can
it up.
understand this game kind of... your circuits are getting fried. It's just very intense back and forth action from both teams. We're at 47 minutes into the game. It's 25-36. Rave in the lead.
Rave getting the advantage in gold again. And
Zephyr and Rave, they've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I mean, it's still 35 seconds for the Weaver to come back. They could really start pushing, but they're kind of rotating back. They're not keen.
Doom has no boots on him, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess he sold his boots. Wait, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has man boots.
That'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely crazy.
I better double check on that. Maybe I'm crazy.
Daedalus almost there. Kind of getting there. There we go.
There it is.
There it is.
Ember Spirit has not died in a long time, and honestly, this Shadow, or this Dazzle, I think if Dazzle was not picked, I honestly 100% feel that Rave would have already lost.
Well, the amount of Shallow Grave saves we've seen is just ridiculous.
It's ludicrous. When you have heroes like Storm Spirit and Ember Spirit that are very squishy, when you have a support like CM that can basically, die to a toothpick, yeah, Doom has mana boots.
Yeah.
You need a hero like Dazzle to keep them alive and going, and I think Dazzle's the MVP of this game by far.
Yeah, he's done some great work.
Storm Spirit now has a Black King bar as well. I think he's had that for a while, and
Yeah.
Working into his next item.
They're rotating down here. Pushing out the bottom lane again. Cheo just...
I don't think he can take on Weaver, especially with other Zephyr members nearby. Yeah.
He's had enough of this.
Smartly TPs away.
Yeah. Kind of gathering mid lane. Maybe we'll finally see them push it out. They really need to start pushing out these lanes and taking advantage of these team fights that they keep winning.
It's hard, though. Rave don't really have any pushing power in their lineup.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of AoE, but...
Well, like, Ember Spirit's pretty good. But,
yeah, I mean, he's good, but the problem is there's mega creeps in 2 lanes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have 2 Battle Fears. You need the second Battle Fear if you want that creep clearing power and 1 Sleight of Fist. Along with the Daedalus.
Yeah. And bottom getting pushed up again, so we're going to see another team fight.
Uh-oh. There's a lot of invisible from Zephyr's end, but if Rave get the jump, I think that could be a game-ending. Yeah, look at that Ember Spirit. He's really getting dangerous at this point. Okay, here we go. The Pandas come in, and we'll see Chrissy. He's under a lot of pressure. There's the Shallow Grave as well to keep him alive for the time being. Ninja Boogie will be the next target. He's already brought down pretty darn low on health. Can he get out of there in time? He's so low on health, but he just narrowly escapes. Buyback from the Doom. He already died. Now the Treant Protector will fall as well. There's a Doom on the Weaver. All of a sudden, Zephyr. Everybody is dying. Can they get J.O.? No! The Shallow Grave keeps him alive. Bambo, the final member, and he will fall!
Wow, what a buyback. That buyback from the Doom was so important. Dooming the Weaver in his last
2 Shallow Graves, the kill-off members that should have been dead.
Oh, yeah.
On Rave's side.
Oh, so much great work from the supports from this team. They are just absolutely doing work and keeping the cause alive.
Dazzle Imba.
Changing the game completely.
Dazzle is Imba this game.
So Imba.
He has single-handedly kept this team from dying and from losing the game. Very, very smart buybacks from Rave at a lot of stages as well. They have been playing phenomenally. Zephyr has been playing very well as well, but
yeah,
there are a few points where they kind of YOLO'd a little bit too far.
Oh yeah, especially that dive in base was a huge YOLO death.
Yeah, and this could actually, this will be the tier 3 tower minimum. It could be the Rax.
I think it's going to be Rax at this point. 20 seconds left until Weaver comes out, 30 until Bambo comes out.
And do they really want to waste the buybacks?
I don't think they do. I don't think they can afford to.
Well, they use the fortification, buying an extra 5 seconds or so for Zephyr. It's looking quite grim for Zephyr. They were looking and poised to take this game. Even. But now, we're going to see at least the mid lane equilibrium hit. And
TP in, and they smoke out and run. Really nicely played.
Brewmaster's back. Everyone's back for Zephyr. And there's pings on Roshan. Now, it's not over for Zephyr, but it's going to be hard for them to come back. They have to have the perfect team fight. There can't be too many buybacks on Rave's end. And if Rave kill Roshan, they're going to have the cheese. They'll have the Aegis.
And they'll be in a great position for yet another good team fight. So many good team fights in a row now. Really turned it around. 41-26.
I'm so impressed with Rave's play, though. They have really come into their own as a team.
It's like a brand new team we've seen in the last week.
It is. They're playing like a C team, man. They're a C team.
Yeah.
Well, they're all peonies.
Well, they are C, yeah.
And 2 Dooms, man. The refresher orb almost off cooldown.
Yeah.
And we could come to the positioning. Everyone's coming in from Rave. And Zephyr, they're in position. Okay, there's a sheep onto Chrissy. He's also latched as well. There's the overgrowth helping things out. And the BKBs are being used. Can they get Chrissy? Yes, he is down. No buyback, but ultimate now 2 dead. Zephyr, the supports are out of the picture. Can they get Cass? He's low on health. Corey, can he escape? No, he can't. Rugeo is able to finish him off before. And now Bambo, the last member, alive.
Oh, the Shallow Grave just in time again.
Hey, I don't even know. Can he actually kill off J.O.?
Oh, he's going to get out of there. He's going to get slapped. No. Oh, wow.
Everybody on Zephyr is dead.
5 for Doom, man.
That is, at that point, Rave know for 100% that they have won this game.
46-27. So many team fights going their way. So many Shallow Graves saving lives.
This is the point of no return for Zephyr.
Rior, remember that name, Rior, because he is the one who's been playing this Dazzle so perfectly.
It's not going to go into a game 3, unfortunately. Rave are already up 1-0, and I'm actually surprised that they didn't end it so easily. Okay, they want to play it as safe as possible. They want to get Roshan.
Yeah, I can respect this a lot. They really want to take their time. There's no need to rush it at this point. They have won. I don't see them losing to any sort of bad fight now.
Throwing salt in the wound, you say?
Oh yeah.
Even Ninja Boogie's picked up a Helm of the Dominator, certainly an uncharacteristic item on the hero, but the lifesteal does work when you're using Sleight of Fist.
Yeah. Why not?
All right, Storm Spirit picking up the Aegis, and who's going to get the cheese?
Looks like it's going to be Ember Spirit.
Indeed.
Doom nearly back up. And then from there, I would be surprised if they don't just start pushing down mid again.
No, even Boots of Travel picked up by Ninja Boogie. He's also dominated an Alpha Wolf, just to kind of follow him and provide a little bit of extra DPS for the team in the aura.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Storm Spirit's picked up a Scythe, so he's basically 6-slotted at this point.
Essentially, yeah.
You get one more item if you're not holding the Aegis, and then you can buy another BKB if you want to really...
If you're that baller.
Yeah, if you're that baller. If you got that kind of cash.
If you got that cash flow. But I mean, from here, they're shutting it down. They're going to end it in the next 5 minutes for sure, I think. Unless they take a horrible fight or they get destroyed. They lose their Ancient.
Unless they lose the Ancient.
Unless
that's the only way they can lose.
That's the only way at this point. So they got to be very careful of that.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're basically down to the final stages of this match. It's been very back and forth throughout this 55-minute game between Zephyr and Rave, where there were a lot of points where Zephyr, it felt like they were going to win, but Rave held on.
It felt like a sure thing, to be honest. I was like, these guys have like a complete control of the mid game, the early game. But, I mean, just the team fight. The Ember Spirit found the farm eventually, started to come back into this game, and the team fights started going Rave's way again and again.
Indeed.
And they're playing very careful, and Zephyr playing this Rat Dota, trying to find a way and pushing up the top lane. Really want to try and get this Lost Racks.
They can't win through conventional means. They have to try to... They have to actually like win this game by killing the Ancient. They're not going to get a team wipe on Rave. It's just it's come to the point of no return where Rave cannot win cannot lose a straight up team fight.
I agree, but I mean, look at exactly what Zephyr are doing. They're posturing up, looking for another sort of team fight here.
There's a Doom on Bambo.
Oh, nice Doom.
Okay, disruption on him as well. In comes Ninja Boogie though. He's gonna use a bit of Sleight of Fists, and oh, this could be bad. Everybody from both sides is coming in just so low on health, and he'll just get finished off. Meanwhile, Bambo still hiding in a very cheeky location. Look at Sheeped up, and even though he's tanky, he's not tanky enough. Oh, okay, uses the Primal Split.
Finally gets it off, but we got a Doom on the Weaver. It goes down. Wow. From here, there's just no way they can win this fight.
This is the final moments for Zephyr. It is.
This is their dying moment.
It is the dying moment. And the Brewmaster, can he survive?
No way.
Just a little bit enough, but
just a little bit.
Here's the problem. There's 5 members of Rave angry, and they're going to kill off the Panda. He has become extinct.
He is gone. He is gone from this game.
2 members of Zephyr live, but Rave, they're saying we're going mid. That's the direction.
They better go mid. I think it's time. They've won enough team fights. It's just time to push out the mid.
Oh, my eyes.
Yeah, that's... Let's not do that again. Oh. At least it wasn't zoomed in that time.
Yeah. I'm still surprised in how long Zephyr's been able to hold on. But
I mean, they were at such an advantage before, so it's taken like a lot of bad team fights for them to kind of get to this position.
Indeed. Also, the Rave, they've had a ridiculous amount of tenacity. They've stayed in for the long run, and they do have the better late game. They're going to move in. They'll get the ranged barracks as well. Now, actually, no, they say we're just going to go straight to the top. Let the creeps handle this. Yep. And they're going after the tower with the melee racks that fall shortly after. There's the fortification. They need a little bit more time. Blitz isn't even on that side of the map. He wants to take advantage of the backdoor protection, but the problem is there's mega creeps coming in the mid lane, and that doesn't really matter. And we'll see this tower fall very shortly. Jo, he's going to go forward as well. Doom on the not Aosin. Tree is gonna die anyway on the tree, and there's a freezing field from Cass, getting a lot of extra damage in as well. And everybody on Zephyr is just dying. Into the well they go. This is the final moments for Zephyr. They put up an amazing fight, but at the end of the day, Rave, they will be your victors. They will be your champions here at the KDL. They're going to win themselves $6,000.
Wow.
And they deserve every cent.
And they have just beaten the two top teams of this tier. They've beaten MVP Phoenix and Zephyr.
The only team remaining for them is Poker Face, and after watching these games, I think Rave has what it takes.
Absolutely. And from here, Zephyr haven't given up yet. They haven't said GG. They're just going to wait for the throne.
Yeah, it's only formalities. I'm sure Zephyr are really just thinking over the game, saying, what could we have done in this situation to win?
Yeah.
How could we have changed things around?
It's a pretty devastating loss, I think. I don't think any time they would, during this season, they would have thought they would have lost to Rave.
But, Ninja Boogie came in for the team. He's made a big difference.
He made the biggest difference.
And I also feel like everybody on Rave is playing in such amazing roles as well. They're really going to where they should be at, in a way.
I would want to play games with this Dazzle. I'd want him to be my Dazzle anytime.
I only want this guy as my support for the rest of my Dota career.
Yep.
Yeah, there's the GG finally being called by Blitz.
GG.
What a game from Rave. Stellar performance. Zephyr, they put up a good fight, but at the end of the day, they just didn't have what it takes, and Rave will go home with $6,000 now. The next game they play, they can go up to $7,000, as they are on now officially a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah, oh man, they must be feeling amazing after these games. They must really feel like they've finally come together, and
things have really come together for
absolutely
them.
insane.
What a wonderful set of games. Guys, if you enjoyed the commentary, please follow us on Twitter. I'm at Whiplash.
I'm at Moonglade AU.
네, 정말 레이브의 실력이 이제야 제대로 발휘됐습니다. 여러분, 한 시즌 동안 고생한 두 팀에게 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다. 네, 레이브 선수 무대로 모셔보겠습니다. 축하드립니다. 축하드립니다, 재현 선수. 네, 최근에 피닉스에 의해서 제퍼까지 이기면서 부진했던 초반에 비해서 정말 완전히 다른 팀이 다른 팀으로 보일 정도로 물어오른 경기력이 보였어요. 오늘 승리 소감, 형 선수 한 말씀 해주세요.
첫 승 이후로 또 연승하게 돼서 너무 기쁘고요. 너무 늦게 이긴 감이 없지 않아서 좀 아쉽기도 합니다.
네, 그래도 뒷경기에 정말 유종의 미로 시즌을 마감할 수 있어서 정말 좋은 것 같습니다. 그리고 또 오늘 경기 진짜 모든 선수가 다 돋보였어요. 일단 닌자부기 선수 캐리력부터 제효 선수 미드에서 또 크리시 선수 경기 풀어주는 능력까지, 또 우리 묘 선수의 이제 얕은 무덤까지 진짜 인상 깊은 경기였는데, 이제 이 선수의 경기력 어디서 나오는 건가요?
맨날 공방을 엄청나게
연습
돌려요.
진짜 많이 한다고 들었거든요, 저도.
24시간 자고 20시간 동안 게임해요.
와, 그러니까 그 연습의 결과가 이렇게 마지막에 나오는 것 같아요.
네.
네, 어떠세요?
선수들이 너무 잘해줘서 기쁘고요.
네.
아무래도 오늘 제일 잘했던 선수는 묘 선수랑
네.
크리시 선수가 아니었나.
네. 그리고 또 이제 개인적으로 닌자부기 선수한테 한번 물어보고 싶은데, 이제 한국 와서 경기가 오늘 두 번째였어요. 이제 소감이 어떤지 궁금해요.
I feel great winning.
yeah? 어떠셨어요? 이제 두 팀, 그래도 이제 KDL에서 최강의 두 팀이라고 불리는 피닉스, 제퍼 상대하셨는데, 이제 한국 이제 그 두 팀의 경기력은 또 어떠셨는지 경기하면서 소감을.
They're strong opponents, but I think we're better.
물론 다른 팀들도 강했지만, 네, 레이브가 좀 더 강한 것 같다라고 말씀해 주셨는데, 네, 오늘 경기로 그 말 입증한 것 같습니다. 네, 정말 축하드리고, 이제 피할 수 없는 티어 쟁탈전이 기다리고 있습니다. 이제 티어 2에서는 몽키 스패너 그리고 오늘 경기로 MVP 핫식스와 이제 무한 두 팀 중에 한 팀이 티어 쟁탈전에 올라오게 될 텐데 각오 한 말씀 부탁드립니다.
Good luck.
경기에서 보여주겠답니다. 네, 굿럭이라고 네, 짧게 한 말씀 해주셨는데 네, 다시 한번 레이브 선수 축하드립니다. 네, 축하드립니다. 네, 곧이어 벌어질 티어2 경기에서는 다가오는 티어 쟁탈전의 주인공이 가려지게 됩니다. 티어2의 공동 2위를 달리고 있는 MVP 핫식스와 무한 팀의 막상 막하 경기가 펼쳐지게 될 텐데요. 저는 무한과 MVP 핫식스의 경기로 잠시 후에 돌아오겠습니다.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Muhan versus Hot